All right, from Red Riding Hoods, will Patrick Mahomes win his second MVP this year? I think it's possible. Every year that Mahomes is healthy, he's going to be in the MVP discussion. I do wonder if at some point, you can go to like LeBron, for example, in the NBA. Like, if we just determine who has the most value, it should be Mahomes every year. But that is not how the NFL hands out that award. Now, last year, I think it really truly was Aaron Rodgers. He outplayed Mahomes, who also had some minor injury stuff there. But from a MVP award perspective, it often goes to a great player on a great team who also exceeded the expectations around him at least a little bit. This is like this is the expectation for Mahomes. Nearly 40 touchdowns, low interceptions, all of those things. So I think, yes, Mahomes is certainly among the front runners here to win that MVP award. I don't know if he is a lock by any stretch, but I think he's one of the best bets out there. So betting odds-wise, these are the top three guys right now on the odds. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, or you can type in O for other. Who do you think wins the award? Type PM for Mahomes, AR for Aaron Rodgers, JA for Josh Allen. Get your votes in right now in the comments section. From Harrison Graham Burner 69. Wow, what a social plant right there, or a social name in there, excuse me. Do you think Cornell Powell could be the best wideout in this NFL draft? What a fantastic username there. That's so dirty. I love it. Look, no is my real answer here. Like, I think that's asking for quite a bit too much. Like, I don't think that Cornell Powell ends up being the best receiver in this year's class. I can't believe someone made this account. And no, Cornell Powell's not going to be that good. We got to pump the brakes there a little bit, folks. A super chat from Mark Mulo. Hey, Tom, how are you, buddy? I'm doing great, Mark. Thank you again so much for asking here. Given the remaining prominent free agents, including Richard Sherman, do you believe any of them retire if not re-signed? So I think your retirement threats, Mitchell Schwartz due to injury. Justin Houston is getting up there in age. Other old guys, does DeMar Dotson count? I think Everson Griffin wants to keep playing, but he is old. I think the biggest name is Larry Fitzgerald. That's the route I think will end up retiring first and foremost in the NFL. From Day, dark horse playoff team this year. Do the Cardinals don't count. Do the Bears count as like a dark horse playoff team? Like, I think it's a little bit tricky in terms of identifying what a dark horse is in this day in the NFL. But from teams who did not make it last year, I think the Cowboys are very obvious. Does Minnesota count? Can I go with the Vikings? I'm going to go with Minnesota to that question. If I'm cheating, well, I'm sorry. From Bill Lambert, who do you think will be in the Super Bowl, getting you on the record early? God, I have not thought about this very much. Coward answer in the AFC. Give me Kansas City. It's boring, I know, but it happens all the time. In the NFC, I don't think the Bucs are going to find a way to make it back. If Aaron Rodgers plays for the Green Bay Packers, give me Green Bay. If it's not Green Bay, God, it's such a tough division. What's that, producer Jeremy? Oh, apparently I am contractually obligated to say the Cowboys. It's not going to happen, but apparently that's what I have to say here. From King Tuttt, what is your hottest NFL take? I like this one. My hottest one is that, and people get mad at me on Twitter for this, you should literally never punt. Like, don't ever do it. Even like unless you get into an extreme 4th and 20, you should not be punting. And you should have the mindset of we're not going to punt. If it's 4th and 5, let's go for it. Because you know what? You can probably pick up 5 yards half the time, and that makes it worthwhile. So I say never punt and always go for 2. I just get absolutely reckless. All right? Yes, like, you're right, Jeremy. Analytics, like that's what the numbers say. If your team is good, go do that. Because I assume I will end up having a good team at that point. So that's probably one of my hottest football takes there. A super chat from Burnin' Spades. Just curious, which is the most overrated teams, also most underrated teams for the upcoming season for both you and Jeremy? You know what I think we should do, Burnin' Spades? How about we make this a future video? How about we do top overrated and top underrated teams in the future? So I'll keep that in mind. I know you're subscribed, so stay tuned for it. From Gary Sanderson, replacements for coaches that will get fired. My number one guy is still where we're at. I still believe that Brian Daboll, the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, should absolutely get hired. I truly believe that is the top candidate there. Then it's Eric Bieniemy. Yeah, I think Joe Brady is getting plenty of hype. Kellen Moore in a similar boat there. I'd also keep an eye out for Matt Eberflus, the Colts defensive coordinator. From Cole Keller, I thought I'd heard that Rothschild was set to go up to 55 once the new CBA was ratified. Has it gone up or not? So I think what you're conflating with here is that during the week, teams can carry 55 players, and they could do that last year as well. However, the extra 2 guys come from the practice squad, and then they go back down afterwards. So if for all practical purposes, it is an expanded practice squad with 53-man rosters. That's where things are at as we sit. So appreciate the question there, Cole. Thank you very much. From Kerry Garza, could Cornell Powell be the Chiefs' number 2 receiver long-term? Yeah, this is 2 straight mailbags with a Cornell Powell question. Crazy. One of them from Harrison Graham Burner, 69. That will never get old. I can't believe it's a real account. Maybe. I think that the Chiefs are going to give Mecole Hardman first crack. I view Powell as more of a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, although in Kansas City with Travis Kelce, that would kind of be the role. So I know the Cornell Powell hype train is out there. He, again, was not the best receiver on his own team at Clemson at any point, was always the number 2 at best. I'd say dial it down at least a little bit. From Alex M., who was flooding this question in earlier today, we were going to get to it, buddy, I promise you. Is Cornell Powell going to be better than Sammy Watkins for the Chiefs? I mean, again, I know there is the hype train around Cornell Powell. I think expecting better than Sammy Watkins, probably asking for too much for a day 3 guy. Is he going to be a good player? Yes. Instantly better? No, probably not.